This could make Dems vote for MAGA candidate, argues GOP strategist. If you thought New Jersey politics were predictable, think again. The Garden State may be on the brink of a surprise twist. After more than a decade without a Republican statewide win, a familiar name is back in the headlines. Jack Ciarrelli. Yes, the same candidate who came within striking distance of Governor Phil Murphy not too long ago. This time, he's running as a full-throttle MAGA candidate, embracing Donald Trump in a state that usually votes blue. Risky? Definitely. But impossible? Not quite. Here's why. Between 2016 and 2024, New Jersey saw a 10-point swing toward Trump. More votes, more support, and suddenly, what once looked hopeless doesn't look so out of reach. Sure, history is working against Ciarrelli. You'd have to go back to 1981 to find a case where a non-incumbent Republican won the governorship while a Republican president was sitting in the White House. That was Thomas Keane during the Reagan years. Since then, New Jersey voters have developed a habit of electing governors from the opposite party. Still, Ciarrelli has some advantages that can't be ignored. He's well known to voters, his near win against Murphy gave him credibility, and his campaign is hammering on issues that hit home, like the cost of living, cutting taxes, and making New Jersey more affordable. And let's be honest, those aren't just New Jersey concerns. Those are American concerns. That's the kind of message that could even tempt some Democrats or independents to cross party lines. Imagine that, a MAGA candidate picking up blue votes in New Jersey. But before you think this is a one-state story, let's check in on Virginia. And wow, what a mess. Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl-Sears has been facing campaign turmoil, staff turnover, and even pressure to withdraw. Add to that some behind-the-scenes friction within the state GOP, and suddenly, what should have been a competitive race looks shaky. The big takeaway? Even with enthusiasm for Trump's movement, Republicans face a challenge: getting Trump-only voters to show up when his name isn't on the ballot. That, according to strategists, is the real test heading into the 2026 midterms. And just when you thought politics couldn't get spicier, let's talk about New York City. Mayor Eric Adams has made it crystal clear he's not dropping out of the mayoral race, no matter what. His words yesterday? Let's just say they were more suited for a boxing ring than a press conference. He accused former Governor Andrew Cuomo of pushing black candidates out of races and declared that he's the only one who can beat Democratic Socialist Zohra Mamdani, who, by the way, is leading in every single poll. Here's the kicker: Adams seems more focused on attacking Cuomo than on Mamdani herself. Political ego? You bet. Let's not forget, Adams barely won the Democratic nomination in his first run, squeaking by with just over 50% in ranked choice voting. Fast forward, and after bowing out of the Democratic primary this year to avoid a likely defeat, he's now running as an independent. Some call it resilience. Others call it hubris on overdrive. Meanwhile, Trump has his own opinion. He thinks Adams and Curtis Sliwa, the Republican candidate, should both step aside so Cuomo can take on Mamdani one-on-one. That, in his view, is the best shot to keep New York City from swinging toward a Democratic Socialist leadership. So, whether it's New Jersey's flirtation with MAGA, Virginia's campaign chaos, or New York's mayoral drama, one thing's clear: politics right now is anything but boring. And if you blink, you might just miss the next twist. Stay tuned. You won't want to be the last to know.